3 wins down, 3 to go. La Familia is a perfect 3-0 in the basketball tournament after wiping the floor with Heard that. I heard that this Marshall team was supposed to be a lot better than what we saw on the floor tonight, but they sure were not. Kentucky's team won 95-66. James Young hit the famous Elam ending game winner for Kentucky. It was La Familia from the jump. They dominated pretty much from start to finish. No slow start in this one like we saw in the first 2 games. Eric Bledsoe had 24 points. Karam Cantor, honorary Kentucky Wildcat, had 20 points. Shot like 15 free throws as well because Marshall really wanted to muck up this game because obviously the talent was not there. We saw John Elmore airball a couple shots. Jack, I'm sure, has plenty of thoughts about him that we'll get to in a moment. But it was a great night overall, the best atmosphere so far of these first 3 games. Mark Pope was here. Jasper Johnson was here. Vince Marrow was here. The stars were out here tonight in Lexington.
Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo, sure. We'll just add another guy in there. Zach Gagan, Jack Pilgrim, Drew Franklin here. Rapid reacting back in Rupp Arena. Guys, initial thoughts. What are our main takeaways here? Jack, I'll start with you as the guy who is making his debut appearance here on our new KSR TBT RR.
So this just being here, it was about as fun as I have had. I guess this past year was really fun, so I don't want to dog on this, but the nostalgia and the vibes, it took me when that little run that the Harrison twins went on in the second half, it brought me back to like 14 years old, like just sitting there in front of my television, watching them hit the big shots and just having Rupp Arena, like the diehards, we know what the lower bowl looks like, but the diehards were down there, and it was so loud, and just everywhere you look, there was some legend, as we said, Rajon Rondo, Jasper Johnson, Dennis Johnson,
Marcus Lee,
EJ Florial. Like, it was just a really cool event. I haven't gotten to experience this yet, so you guys are, polished in advance, but just being here and seeing just the absolute butt kicking, it was like, oh my God, James Young, holy crap, that was awesome. Nate Sestina drilling a 3 and then like shooting it was like, I can't believe he did that, but that's awesome, let's go. Willie Cauley-Stein blocking a shot into the stands. There's so many little things that it's just like little pockets of my life that have brought me back in Rupp Arena watching as a young fan. So it's just really cool to be a part of this, and I can't wait to go to Louisville, or hopefully they lose tomorrow so we can host it again in the next couple days. But I had an absolute blast. This exceeded all expectations I had.
Aaron Harrison banked in a 3 from right here that had no business going in. Like Jack said, just a lot of fun and memorable, nostalgic moments. We had the crowd was chanting or 10 as if he was the walk-in or the walk-on player trying to light the victory cigar. As Jack mentioned, potential matchup against the Louisville's alumni team. I've been told that game is going to take place on Monday in Louisville. It could be against Louisville or Team DRC, which is the 8th seed in that Louisville region. So they're on a kind of a Cinderella run right now. I don't know if that term applies in the basketball tournament, but that's what they're doing right now. So there's a potential really fun rivalry matchup next week in Louisville. Drew, what do you have to say about all this?
I'm so happy. It's our 3rd time doing this, and I feel like I just smile through all of them talking about the nostalgia like Jack addressed. Tonight, James Young, that took me back to Wichita State. James Young hitting the game winner. How many 3s did Aaron Harrison hit? We were back in time once again. And, still a lot of basketball left to be played in this tournament, but I'm looking real far ahead. You mentioned the Louisville game. Last night, I wanted them to lose to sideline cancer, but you know what? I want Louisville. I want Louisville to win tomorrow night by 50. I want them to be confident so we can pick them up and knock them down one more time. The guys on Louisville from the past, their nostalgia is losing to Kentucky. That's all they did for a decade. Why not? Let's do it one more time. They want summer basketball, we'll give them summer basketball. So Louisville, I hope you win tomorrow. I've never even covered a basketball game at Louisville. I don't know if you all know about my career and things I've said about Louisville. Could never get a credential there. I'm heading to Freedom Hall if they win, and I'm bringing L's down up front. We're going behind the back. Every L's down I got, we're showing up with that game. But for tonight, I'm just so excited that, again, it's just so fun. Fun is just the way to put it. As you said, it's people that aren't normally in Rupp Arena.
Yeah.
You can just tell there's an appreciation for sitting courtside. They're loud throughout the whole game. The players are loving it. The way the players have embraced the fans with the autographs and stuff, I didn't expect that. I kind of thought, these guys are pros. They're coming in here. They're chasing $1 million. I think they're loving meeting the fans just as much as the fans are loving having them back.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I can give that Louisville team a little bit of credit, they have a pretty talented squad. They've got
refs.
Great. The refs tonight had a hard job, I will say, because Marshall was playing doing more wrestling moves than actual basketball on the floor tonight. Jack, you got any more thoughts that you want to relay to our listeners here? As classic rapid reaction form, we have one mic, and construction is going on in the back. But any other things you'd like to talk about here?
Yeah, Elmore, buddy. Hey, it's time to come home. You're bald. It looks terrible. Please shave it. B, A, did I say A or 1? To B.
C.
You stink. I know you're like the all-time leader in your conference, and I know this is what you do, but buddy, get a job. It's time. You stink. Stop whining. Stop crying. You are wearing a diaper and you crap in your pants all night long. Please, go away. You don't belong here. You don't belong on this floor. It's time to go get a job. Somebody said they look like Timu Alex Caruso.
He wishes.
I think it's a great comparison, except one is an actual real-life good basketball player, the other one stinks. So, buddy, heard the hell out of here. Anything else I had? The current team was here. That was a blast.
Third time they showed up for this.
We got a moment where a picture, Lamont Butler showed a picture of himself with Eric Bledsoe. How long ago was it? Like 10 years ago or whatever?
10 years ago picture, yeah.
And they kind of shared a little memory. Eric Bledsoe said afterward that he kind of gave some advice to him and just kind of said, hey, here's what it's like to be here. And, it's just really cool to see the current guys and just the generations kind of colliding with one another. I love it, man. This is just all-time experience. I wish we could do more of this at Rupp Arena, but you know what? If it means that we have to go to Freedom Hall and kick their ass there, so be it.
La Familia has tripled our tournament wins since COVID. And I'm not making fun of what Kentucky basketball has been, but this has replaced.
He's not
It
making
sounds
fun.
silly that this exhibition summer tournament that, up until this point, I never took that seriously. It has really replaced a void in my basketball fandom. I'm not kidding. I'm already looking ahead to Philadelphia for the Final Four in the championship. I want to treat this like a March Madness run because we've had a little bit of drought. You two especially know about that since you joined KSR.
I don't know what it looks like.
But really, not just me, you all, the fans, everyone has gotten so into this, much more than I ever imagined, and I can't wait to see how far they can go. And as they get better with each game, I think they're starting to gel more and more. They just look more and more like the team to beat in the entire field.
Will we get a one shining moment? Can we get that since we haven't gotten to experience ourselves in one shining moment? Can we make one?
Absolutely.
Well, considering La Familia will make $1 million if they win this event, I'm sure they have the money to put a little production together. But that's going to be it for us here in Rupp Arena. 3-0, halfway to winning $1 million. Coach Tyler Eulis, 3-0. Karam Cantor, just official.
Put him up there.
Put him up there. Put him up there. Absolutely. Eric Bledsoe still. The man, Bledsoe and Cantor are probably going to use this to get some sort of contract in the coming season. So awesome game, awesome atmosphere. The fans really showed up for tonight, even though it was a 9 o'clock game. It's like 11:30 now, and they're just kind of now shutting everything down. But really fun time here. Daniel Hager behind the camera. Special shout out for him.
The man.
He's been doing all our video and photo stuff for us for TBT. He's been doing an excellent job. So anything you see on Instagram and Facebook, courtesy of the man behind the camera that you can't see. Anyways, boys, we're gonna get out of here.
Good luck. Please win.
Go
We want
Cats.
it.